Hey, hey, hey! What's going on? TJ Hoban here with Healthy Fit Club with another episode of Max Your Metabolism, the live stream exclusively for Healthy Fit Club here on Facebook that is dedicated to helping you achieve that swimsuit body and maintaining it year-round. That's what it's all about, friends. So, if you've been with me over the last several episodes, this is our 7th episode. We've covered a lot of different things, from the best way to train to help max your metabolism, as well as the best way to eat to help continue that EPOC burn, that post-exercise oxygen consumption burn, all in the effort to helping you lose weight, get lean, get toned, and create that body you want and maintain it year-round. So if you haven't already, please like and share Healthy Fit Club. It's a network of the world's top physicians, trainers, nutritionists, therapists, and fitness enthusiasts that are all here to give you unadulterated, pure, unbiased information all on health and wellness. So if you're into living a healthier life, please like and share Healthy Fit Club so we can continue our efforts. And I'm so happy that you joined me today. Today's episode is dedicated to 10 more things that you are doing that may be sabotaging your metabolism. Okay, last week I gave you 10 things that may be sabotaging your metabolism, and now I'm giving you 10 more to add to that list. Now, these are really easy things that you can plug and play on a daily basis to really help you not just elevate your metabolism, but prevent you from getting in the way of your own weight loss and your efforts if you are doing some sort of weight training and a modified diet to achieve your goals. And so the key and name of the game here is just not messing with your metabolism or slowing it down, okay? And so 10 more things that you're doing. Well, last week I covered 10 of them. And so just to recap on those, you can obviously go back to episode 6. It's in my feed. But I'll give you the headlines. And they were the top 10 lists. Let's see, it was not enough sleep, number 1. Number 2, dehydration, not enough water. 3, stress, maybe your cortisol levels are jacked up. 4, caffeine, because it's an appetite suppressant, so maybe you're not eating enough, keeping your metabolism moving. 5, not enough fruit, because of the fiber and other things. 6, maybe you're choosing the wrong afternoon pickup. You're not eating enough green tea, which has catechins in it, which is great for fat loss. So go to green tea instead of coffee. Number 7, maybe too many pesticides in your food. So err on the side of organic if you can afford it. Also, number 8, maybe it's not cold enough in your place. You're not setting your AC low enough because your metabolism needs to crank up to heat up your body. So that's another hack right there that you can employ. Keep your office and your home a little bit cooler. Number 9, maybe you're not eating enough carbs. Yeah, I said it. Maybe you're not eating enough. You should, no matter what, be eating at least 50 grams of carbs a day to keep that moving. Number 10, maybe you're not training correctly. With that, you can circle back and check the video from last week, but in a nutshell, there are certain exercises that'll help stimulate your metabolism. So check that out. It's episode 6. And now, without further ado, we have episode 7, and I'm going to give you 10 more things and tell you why these things can inhibit your metabolism and help you gain weight as opposed to losing it. And so the first on this list, and once again, it's in no particular order, but the first on this list is, well, maybe you don't have enough nuts. Insert joke here. No, but in all seriousness, maybe you're not eating enough nuts as a healthy snack because you think maybe they're just too high in fat. Well, as you know, they're good fats, and I'm sure you've heard that. But there was a review of research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that found that polyunsaturated fats, particularly those contained in walnuts, by the way, could enhance the activity of certain genes that control fat burning, meaning that if you do eat nuts, you may burn more calories throughout the day than someone who just grabs a different type of lower calorie snack. 1 to about 1.5 ounces, which is about a little small handful of walnuts is about a good serving size. So have a snack of that size about once a day or better for fat burning. It could help you out. And the cool thing about these fats, like in nuts, is that they keep you satiated. So if you are on a restricted calorie diet, it sucks because you hit the wall and you feel hungry all the time. But these kind of snacks that are a little higher in healthier fats can keep you satiated and prevent those feelings of starvation that sometimes make us, break the dam and grab that bag of chips. So grab a handful of walnuts instead, and pop those in your mouth once or twice a day to keep your metabolism cranking. Number 2 on the list today is maybe you're not training hard enough. That's right. If you perform a 20-minute HIIT workout 3 times a week, you'll shed nearly 6 pounds more than those people who exercise for 40 minutes 3 times a week at a steady pace. Now, why is this? Why is HIIT training so effective, in a shorter duration than like a regular cardio workout? Well, it results in a greater EPOC, which I've mentioned in the past, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, meaning that you actually continue to burn calories for 24 to 36 hours after your workout. And again, you want to hit your max heart rate in around 85% of your max for 15-20 minutes a day to really activate that EPOC, that after burn. So instead of just opting for the continual, hamster on a wheel cardio, I implore you, do shorter bursts, HIIT training on any cardio device or throughout any of your exercises, and you can pretty much cut your workout routine in half. I personally train 30 minutes a day, and that's it, but it is all out, high intensity with minimal rest. So I implore you to try that as well. And number 3 on this list is one for all my cyclists out there. Maybe you're not spinning. Forget about, let's just say, you're running on the treadmill. There was a report published in, I believe it was the Journal of Psychological Reports, that showed that people who did 5 30-second bursts, just 5 30-second bursts of max effort cycling, followed by 4 minutes of rest, burned 200 extra calories that day than someone who didn't. That's just 2.5 minutes of work for a resting metabolism boost that'll last 24 to 48 hours. Now, if you don't have a stationary bike at your house or at work, that's fine. You can achieve the same thing through doing really explosive burpees, jumping jacks, or jumping rope, or something like that. So there are fixes. So don't get caught up on the fact that you don't spin, you're not a cyclist. So number 4, maybe you're working out at the wrong time. Maybe just working out at the wrong time. So getting out early in the morning and getting a jump on things might be the difference that you're looking for. And so if you're working out early in the morning, sunlight could help regulate your circadian rhythm, and that controls a lot of functions in your body, including how much and how well you sleep, and how much you eat, and how much energy you burn. So try stepping outside for a jog first thing in the morning. Do fasted cardio, by the way. Don't have any sugars or anything like that. Have a little water, maybe black coffee, maybe green tea, no sweeteners, because you want to tap into those fat stores. So fasted cardio first thing in the morning outside is going to dial in your circadian rhythm so that you're sleeping better, you're eating better, you're feeling better. And studies shown that people who are up and about first thing in the morning, they have a lower BMI compared to those who don't. So try working out first thing in the morning, get some sunlight, get it moving early on, and if you do so, fasted cardio will definitely help you start tapping into those fat cells. Next on this list, number 5, could be kind of concerning. Maybe you consumed too many dietary toxins through processed foods. Studies have shown that mice that have sustained exposure to chemical preservatives, they develop significant abdominal weight and early insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes later in life. Limiting your exposure to dietary toxins and sugars and refined carbohydrates and processed foods, it's going to help you keep your metabolism jacked up and cranking. So by all means, try to be a little mindful of the processed foods that you're eating and eliminate them as much as possible and stick to the whole foods if you don't want to interfere with your metabolism and you want to help shed some pounds. Next on this list, number 6. Maybe you drank water from the tap. Maybe you drank water with tons of fluoride and chloride. Well, let me tell you something. If your thyroid is dragging, your metabolism will slow down and may even become dysfunctional. And drinking fluorinated and chlorinated water supplies have have been linked to dysfunction in metabolic processes. Both chemicals interfere with normal thyroid function. So if you drink, you have to drink filtered water as often as possible. And by all means, try to avoid drinking it from plastic bottles, because the chemicals in the plastic is all petroleum based. But plastic is made from petroleum, and the parabens in the plastic actually have so many toxins inside of them that they leak into the water. They permeate into the water that are in the plastic bottles, and they actually coat your receptors and cause you damage later in life. It's been linked to many things like dementia, other brain disease, cancer. And particularly if these plastic water bottles get heated up in your car, throw them out. Do not drink them. So be very conscious of drinking water that is heavy in fluoride or chloride. And by all means, if you can, get a really good water filter at home and order some glass bottles off Amazon. And it's so much cheaper anyway, and it's really, really an incredible way to get an excellent water. And if you want some suggestions, just circle back at Healthy Fit Club, and they'll be happy to steer you in the right direction with getting some good, clean water. Number 7, okay, maybe you popped too many meds. All right, we are living in a medicated society. Western medicine is backed by big pharma, so everything it has a prescription, and that prescription has 4 more prescriptions for all the issues that go along with taking that prescription. And so maybe you're popping too many meds. We've come to rely on medications to deal with lifestyle diseases, and for many people, these medications do for them what like bold lifestyle changes haven't done. But for others, the drugs for diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure have been they've been popped too soon and far too often. And that's bad, because they can interfere with critical metabolic processes, which dramatically reduce the expenditure of energy. And it's worth talking to your doctor about all this stuff, because if you can achieve it with non-pharmaceutical interventions such as diet, exercise, and meditation, then there's no better way to do it. I'm telling you, if you literally change your diet, start eating a little cleaner, and do a little bit of exercise, give your body what it needs to operate optimally, and it will heal itself within reason, as long as you're not too far gone. So by making these subtle adjustments, I have literally helped many people get off of their brain meds, their cholesterol meds, their heart meds, just through eating well and training right. And so the body it's a miracle. The body adjusts to almost whatever it is that we put it through. It's designed to do so. And so if you give it the nutrition it needs, and you give it the right exercise program so that you're firing off your neurons and your connective tissue, and kinetically you're moving right and everything's flowing, your body's going to find a balance, and it naturally wants to heal itself. So try ramping up a great exercise program. Doesn't have to be intense, and eating well and drinking tons of water, and watch how well you're going to feel, and maybe even get off of some of these meds that you're popping. Okay, next on this list is perhaps you're not eating enough protein. Protein. So protein is a one-stop shop for metabolism boosting, for sure. It not only fills you up and makes you less likely to eat more horrible foods for you, but it's a metabolism boosting food. It can rev your post-meal calorie burn by as much as 35%. According to research, it helps muscles grow, which is kind of like a calorie incinerating body cloak that's hard to work. It's literally just blasting calories while you're at rest. Okay, it ought to be a component in every single meal. You should have a little bit of protein in every single meal. And if you're a vegetarian, go with the veggie proteins. Even if you're not a vegetarian, I cycle with vegetarian protein. I actually prefer vegetarian protein because the whey-based stuff is dairy, and it actually is more bloating. And so some of my best photo shoots and best covers have come when I have been literally drinking the plant-based protein. I've come in leaner, I've come in harder because I've cut out the whey protein. So try having a little more protein, and if you need that extra supplementation, go with a plant-based protein. There's plenty of good ones out there. And if you need a recommendation, again, you can circle back with Healthy Fit Club. Number 9 on this list, and we are cranking. We are moving right along. Maybe you ate too little. Haven't eaten enough. Okay? You know, this one sounds kind of counterintuitive, but bear with me here. When you don't sufficiently fuel your body, it can switch into starvation mode. So in effect, your metabolic rate slows and your body clings to the remaining fuel because it thinks that it's starving. That's because throughout evolution, you know, it's in our DNA, it's in our genes. Before the advent of agriculture, food was really scarce, and the body adapted to conserve fuel. Even if you're cutting calories and creating a calorie deficit, your best move is to eat often and in a way that enables you to stay active without getting exhausted. So make sure that you are eating enough and you're not starving yourself. Going off of that, you should never eat less than 1,200 calories a day. You need a minimal amount of calories to operate, to function. And if you are on a restricted calorie diet where you're depleting because you're into weight loss, it's very important that you supplement with vitamins, minerals, amino acids, because you're just not getting enough through your food sources and your body will break down and you'll get sick. So if you're on a calorie restricted diet, good vitamins, good amino acids, you know, make sure that you're getting quality nutrition. Otherwise, you're going to hit the wall and you're going to wear down your immune system. The last one on this list is something that you guys probably heard recently that it seems to be like an epidemic. So many people are vitamin D deficient, and maybe you are as well. If you don't know, you can easily get your labs done, your wellness labs done through your physician or whoever, your family care practitioner, when you're doing your physical. And I recommend you do run your labs and check your vitamin levels. Check your vitamin D particularly. You can get 90% of your recommended daily value of vitamin D, which is 400 IUs, in about 3.5 ounces of wild salmon. I say wild because the farm-raised stuff, unless it's in a big open body of water, is not so good for you. So you can get most of your vitamin D out of salmon, but you know, you can also, you know, expose your torso to about 30 minutes of sunlight, and you'll get about 10,000 IUs of vitamin D. So the sun is nature's vitamin D. And so go outside, get some sun, take your shirt off, and get some rays, get a nice tan going, especially during these beautiful summer months. Take advantage of it, get some vitamin D, and keep your metabolism cranking. So I hope that you employ these 10 things, and if you do, it'll help your metabolism stay optimized, and it'll prevent it from slowing, which is the other side of it. Once we get our metabolism cranking from training right and eating right, we want to stay out of its way and do what we can to prevent shutting it down. So if you employ these 10 things, it will help you with that and help you with your fat loss and help you achieve that body you want and keep it year-round. So next week, because I put together so many of these little tips that can help you, I've got 10 more things that you may be doing that sabotages your metabolism. So join me next week and I'll reveal to you 10 more things that you can easily plug and play on the daily to help keep your fat burners moving, keep you lean and mean. Okay? So next week's episode, just like every week, same time, same channel, right here on Facebook Live, Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you haven't already, please like and share Healthy Fit Club. And until next week, keep your body tight and mind right. I love you.